Oh, the guy just can't seem to fucking figure it out one way or the other.
What the? He
And
manually
and he's like,
it?
by the way, like he concedes, he's like, people want to hear drama. You know, Phil, they don't necessarily want to hear drama. They just want to be entertained. And you showed no passion for wrestling whatsoever during your entire time doing the show. You basically just did a ChatGPT recap of what happened. And then gave like the most lame fucking takes. Like the only takes this guy could come up with is he didn't like the music or he liked the music. That was basically the Phil take on every single thing. And it's just a summary otherwise.
Ash.
So it's like, bruh,
Ash,
no wonder it failed.
I'm melting down. You're telling me, folks, everyone says it's true. He goes in, deletes the background, and puts in the new background every time.
Listen, we may as well just start off with it then. Let's just go. Let's just go to the Phil folder and let's just see how he wrapped up his wrestling show.
Are you fucking kidding?
Bro, this was fucking crazy.
Oh,
so
man.
This, by the way, is like he slaved over a hot stove creating this shit. He fucking backdropped. Like, oh, bro, he was working in a coal mine to develop this.
No, actually, I don't think you understand. He, in OBS, he has to make the scene with the background again, instead of just putting it at the bottom of your list of scenes and picking it when you're live. So he deletes the scene every episode for the Level 1 podcast and for gaming and recreates the scene.
He's been doing this for 15 years?
He recreates.
Whoa, buddy!
I'm gonna fucking snap.
That's insane.
That's actually sickening. That's what it is.
Oh, buddy, you know what? You might wear this fucker out.
Oh my god, and that's the golden one
To
too.
do an improved golden fucking
Why
card
does he
belt.
delete it? It takes more effort
Really,
to delete
Phil?
it than to just keep it.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna lower you and raise his volume.
No, it doesn't
He
make
obviously
sense.
has it
Yeah,
very
He's
low.
incredibly late.
Can't
Well,
be
it's
that
not even like
retarded.
he's late. He's just stupid as shit. Like, he could easily, like, do this one time, save himself all the effort going forward, and not even have to think about it. But he's too, like, fucking retarded to actually do it.
Oh.
Firmly into 100% wrestling, and I think the show works as that. But sadly, people on the internet...
Whoa! He says it works. It works like that,
but it's
people don't
not
wanna-
financially successful, so it doesn't work, Phil. If people aren't willing to pay for it, and also it has the lowest live viewership of any show, then it's not working, Phil.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks, Phil.
He says it works, but no one wants to watch it.
Whoa.
Sir, I gotta hear that again. Let's start over.
We transitioned firmly into 100% wrestling, and I think the show works as that. But sadly, people on the internet want drama.
No, they want entertainment, Phil. They don't want three fucking disgusting, sex-offending weirdos, okay? Monotonely recapping Monday Night Raw. Nobody wants this. Nobody asked for this. And it was, in fact, the troll that I set this up as the show. Because as you tried to continue it to spite me, it was impossible to succeed. It's like a quicksand sinking sand, buddy. You're not winning. Oh, and by the way, like, my single vlog review did more views than your fucking... I think I got 6,000 views in a day, as opposed to these guys can't even get 3,000 views in a fucking week on their last episode. And I think the one today only did 2,000. And if you count the two parts I did, I'm over 10,000 views.
Wait, and you weren't live?
By the way, yeah, it wasn't live. Oh, and by the way, it only took me 20 minutes per show,
Whoa.
whereas it took you guys 4 hours of boredom.
Which, by the way, when you're streaming to people, it adds the views, so it's easier to hit 6,000 views. Yours is more impressive because people have to go out of their way to click it. By the way, Ghost of PSP's Rabbit for
25 stars!
Beating his entire... Don't know.
Huge.
Yeah, let's go. And we got Mr. Fury, a resub in there. Phantom Felton, 47 for a sub. And Toast for 5 subs. Ashton's background, by the way, look at
You
it's
know it
glorious.
pisses Phil off every time they point out that you've already surpassed his goal.
But just that one donation from Ghost of PSP's Rabbit is more than Phil made all today.
Yeah, for 4 hours.
And it's like, by the way, is he going to split it with the co-host? Is it going to be split?
course.
I
You
heard
guys?
Ralph was streaming it from
Buddy,
his end.
yeah, Ralph was streaming it from his end and making a few bucks. He didn't make a lot. But Phil was seething. That Ralph was making money. So I don't think that team up is long for this world. You know what I mean?
Elijah Petty with the 5. I could never get into Oblivion. Looking forward to the remake, though. Hopefully they won't pull a Starfield on us and overhype the thing for nothing. Well, I don't think they've hyped it up at all, which I think is deliberate because they don't want people, you know, comparing it to the original. I think, personally, I think that's the strategy.
It's so funny, dude.
Oh, man.
They want me screaming at people, people screaming at me. They want arguments. They want insults. And as you can see, take a look at today's show. We just did a 4-hour, incredibly solid wrestling show.
Okay, yeah, incredible.
It was super solid, guys. It was so good. It was a solid hunk of crap is
I showed up, so, you know, meet the tip skull.
what it was.
Show me the cash, man. Like, what the...
Only covering wrestling and WrestleMania. And we didn't even hit my support goal.
No! It was a super show. 3 guest hosts, 4 hours. Couldn't even hit the support goal.
Like, the fucking low end, like, goal.
As if it
What
were
was it, 150? Was it 150?
Yeah, he got to $100.
Great. If I had played a game, I would have hit it. If I just sat here and hung out with you guys, I would have hit it. If I built Legos, I would have hit it.
So he's admitting anything else would have hit it. If he was just playing with Legos, sticking his thumb up his ass alone. If he was playing video games, anything else, he might have hit the goal.
Oh, wait.
But fucking wrestling with these two boring fucking
I wouldn't have hit the goal.
Only nobodies.
No,
Couldn't hit the goal.
Yeah, he hit the goal like on Friday where he got no donos and then a
His
mysterious
Lego
$100
building, man.
anonymous dono.
Yes.
He got an 100 anonymous dono to pass the goal on Friday. No one's anonymous donating $100.
Totally organic
yeah,
there.
I'm sure.
This is the problem with kind of straight up commentary when it comes to a topic. Is that
What are you talking about? Like, he pretends there's nobody else who delivers commentary on any other topics that's successful. There are no video game podcasts, no movie podcasts, no
Wait,
wrestling
he didn't
podcasts.
say that, did he?
Yeah, he goes, this is the problem with doing a show about a topic. By the way, DJ Ray for 10
Let's
subs!
go! Let's go!
If I built Legos, I would have hit it. So I think this is the problem with kind of straight up commentary when it comes to a topic. Is that it's very
Wait, that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. People love to listen to commentary, Phil. They just don't like to listen to your
What
commentary.
about like, a true crime podcasts? They're like huge. Like, what about like, like what the fuck is he talking about?
hard, especially.
Thanks, DJ Ray.
By
Man,
the way,
that's
what's
supporting
crazy
everyone.
with Phil is he just expects things to be successful immediately.
Yeah.
Like, he expects things like without putting in any work, having any consistency day to day, week to week. You know, he just expects that these things are going to be an automatic success and always stay a success. And that's just not the way things work, Phil.
I'm gonna be
By
real.
the way, Tiger got wood for 5 subs.
Thank you. I think though, if he put in his maximum effort and worked really hard for years, it still would be shit.
No, it still wouldn't work.
Wouldn't do shit.
It still wouldn't work.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Thank you so much, guys, for the support, man. Mad love it. Holy shit.
Internet wrestling community in the last decade, from what I'm to understand, okay, in the last decade, the internet wrestling community became a lot bigger, and a lot of people are now known for being the people who do wrestling, right? It's kind of like,
God, bro. It's just so sad, dude.
for example, when I play a Nintendo game, I have a great time with it.
No,
a lot
but
of people say, but
this is such a cult. Phil is saying that because other people do Nintendo games, nobody will watch him stream it.
Yeah, that's the more popular something is on YouTube, the higher the likelihood is you'll be able to break into that market.
Nintendo games.
That's not
It's so
true.
delusional. But again, what he's admitting here is what I tried to tell them from
Yeah, the more people who are streaming and playing and talking about Nintendo games, the more likely it is you're going to get extra attention from that exact topic. Just like when there's a hot news story with gaming shit, if you also make a video on the same topic, you're more likely to get way more views than if you're the only person talking about something.
the beginning is that the wrestling podcast market is super
Yeah.
oversaturated. Every former wrestler has a podcast now, whether they were a big deal or not. Like Stevie Richards and Maven have wrestling fucking shows, and they were mid-card at best. Not to mention Undertaker has a show, Eric Bischoff has a show, Jim Cornette has a show, etc. So not to mention all of the fucking huge Smart Mark channels that have been built over the years. But you know, none of these guys would listen to that and try to tell me I was wrong. It's
Yeah.
like, Phil, this was always a Trojan horse, and you're an idiot for continuing to try and ride it like it was real.
He's so stupid, dude.
people don't come by DSP Gaming to watch Nintendo. There's already established creators who do that. And I'm like,
Whoa, okay. When you play Call of Duty, aren't there already established creators who do that? This makes
By
no
the way,
sense.
Deus Punk for 5 subs.
Let's go. This makes no sense. Like, games he plays already have
Here's
established
the
creators
thing.
playing them.
Nobody ever comes by to watch him do anything.
Anything.
It's all failures. He's like, oh, listen, people come to me for what, Phil? What do they come to you for,
laugh.
buddy?
For complaining.
The only people that come to watch you are people that come to watch you crash out and seethe and spiral and miss the goal. That's the vast majority of people watching.
Yeah.
Like 95%.
Thanks, Deus.
Or more.
You know, I saw him the other day. He was live. I'm like, wow, 800 viewers. He's doing well. It turns out it was the stream sniper.
It was
guy.
raw Phil. It was raw Phil. Yeah, of course it was.
And then his fucking version at 150.
that kind of sucks because I like Nintendo and I want to share Nintendo with
Whoa,
all of you.
hang on, wait. There's someone I'm thinking of who's played Nintendo games recently. Who's doing well. PWR.
Yes, a guy who just started yesterday, basically.
Yes.
A guy who started a few weeks ago. He's just playing whatever he wants, retro games, and he's drawing multiple times your viewership,
500,
and multiple
700.
multiple times your donations, bringing in $4, $5, $6, $700 a day consistently every time he goes live, Phil. So obviously it's not that.
Yeah.
My passion for Nintendo first party games.
This is the thing.
They don't.
It ultimately doesn't matter what you're talking about if you're not entertaining.
Yeah,
You could
exactly.
be talking about the most crazy stuff. If you're just boring and charismaless, void, lazy, passionless bum like Phil, it won't matter. It won't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Usually work that well as playthroughs. It's kind of the same thing with smart guys. Like,
Wait, you already said.
want to
You
share
gave PWR some Burger King money? Nice, bro.
Listen to this.
Nintendo with all of you, my passion for
Listen to this.
Nintendo first party games, but they don't usually work that well as playthroughs.
Griffin should stream WWE 2K. Probably not, man. I don't like WWE or really any sports at all, to be honest.
First party Nintendo games don't do well as playthroughs? The Zelda game is insane. Pokemon, the biggest fucking thing out there. Like,
I don't think the detractors are gonna fuck with PWR the same way unless he has like some major fucking crash out or something, or starts begging crazily. Because like the thing is he's making a lot of money and he's a former drug addict, so there is a possibility that he relapses because he has the means to afford more drugs. So that would be probably the only circumstance I could see that possibly happening, is if he relapses and starts buying drugs again, and then, you know, gets desperate for money and starts like doing a bunch of wild shit like begging and shit and self-harming and all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know, but I think what's more likely going to happen is the interest is going to fizzle out over time, and then you know, he'll just get a smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller audience until eventually he has like maybe a core, you know, viewership of a few dozen people who like to watch him, or maybe 100. I have no idea, but yeah, I don't know if he's gonna warrant the same type of harassment, I guess, the DSP gets, of people constantly fucking making videos and shit on him and just trying to fuck with him. Because he's not a vindictive asshole. He's not lying to people. He's pretty positive for the most part. But again, that could change.
There are people who just all day just speedrun Mario 64. Or, you know what I mean? Or Sunshine. There are some people who just exclusively play one Mario game or one Zelda game over and over. But Phil knows best, I'm sure.
It's kind of the same thing with smart guys. Like, in my opinion,
Phil's a genius, dude.
I'm putting in a lot of
15-year content creator. He knows everything about everything.
effort to watching wrestling, giving commentary on it.
Bro, he's low.
The effort to watch wrestling. Hey guys, I had to put in the effort to watch. I don't fucking know. What's a TV show? I don't watch TV shows. Shit. What's an area? Oh, The Last of Us TV show. Yeah, it was such an effort to turn on HBO and just watch an episode last night. I almost fucking killed myself, dude. It was just so much work.
Putting in a lot of effort to watch it. All you have to do is sit in a chair. You can lay down. You can literally lay down in bed and just sit there and watch the wrestling. It's something a lot of people do for fun. It's called watching TV. But for him, watching TV is putting in a lot of effort.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's because video games to him are work.
I'd say that, dude.
But then this is why it's like, oh, you know, if you say Phil was impossible to work with, this is what the guy believes, that just turning on a TV he should be paid for. Like, that's what he believes.
I'm getting the show produced and everything here for you. But I just don't
Getting
know.
the show produced?
It's a fucking webcam.
Oh my.
No, I think the mentality he has is, it's like, well, I have to watch this for 4 hours. And if I was streaming for 4 hours, I would be making $20 an hour. So therefore, I should be paid accordingly.
God, bro.
People who are going to come by and watch and support the show, that it warrants the amount of time and effort that I put into it.
Fucker.
Like, no lie, when I do other streams, it's very easy to set up and do. This show is the hardest show I do all week because I got
And that's the
intro.
problem, Phil. That's the problem. This is the hardest show he has to do all week. Because, okay, he has an intro to it, okay? So he has to hit a button for OBS to play the intro.
Okay, so you mean like this?
Now that's real tough.
Oh,
apparently.
man. Oh, I'm sweating over here, guys. What the fuck is he talking about?
Change the graphics and the color scheme. I got to have a guest that's lined up. I got to do the logistics of Discord.
By the way, you don't have to have it.
Discord.
The logistics. Only 22. I know, dude. I'm going to have to start begging like DSP, I guess.
The logistics of Discord, folks.
Oh my.
By the way, Phil, you don't have to have a guest, by the way. The reason why he has to have a guest is because he has no takes of his own. He has no opinions of his own. He has no original thoughts, and he's a terrible fucking showman. And the thing is, too, he's too lazy to take his own shots at me also. He has to use somebody else to do drama so he can claim innocence. It's pathetic. Just be a fucking man and say what you want to say, Phil. But you're a little bitch. You're a sissy, Phil, if you like to say. A little sissy.
I mean, thank God I got these headphones. These headphones work way easier than the other ones I was using, so I'm glad I bought these.
Pause.
No one's
He's
there.
acting like it's like a tool, like a fucking drill, or a. You know what I mean? The headphones make it easier.
Wait, I'm back.
What does he mean?
Right.
Discord use. These work like a charm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, let's be honest. All right, compared to all the other content I'm putting out, seems like Smart Guys is getting the least attention.
No! Stop, Phil. And this is like he's associating with a registered sex offender in Ralph, a guy who's a convicted revenge pornographer in Ralph, a guy who beat his wife on tape in Ralph. Like, he attached
Dude,
himself.
this just looks like the average like guy you envision when you think of who is like the person on the other end of the cam whore site. You know? That's the thing. It's like Phil is exactly what you picture as like the consumer of like a cam whore. He's like, yeah. With like that lifeless look on his eyes, the shitty patchy beard, receding hairline, the fucking wrestling t-shirt. Like, that's just exactly what you picture. Like, yeah. Turn up that vibrator. Like, dude, it's cringe as fuck. I don't know. He
It's
just
so
gives me the
scripted and
creeps.
gay.
Griffin, who the hell is the $2.99 watching you? There's only a few of us in the chat. That's how, I don't know. That's how most streams, I think, are. Most people don't chat. Most people don't actually chat when they watch a live stream. I never use the chat when I watch people stream. So, very, very rarely. I'll usually just lurk. Yeah, I'm botting to get 290 views, dude. That's a genius idea. Wow. That's a great fucking idea. That is a great idea. Let me pay for bots so I can get 290 viewers. You know, that'll blow up my channel big time.
It's all of that baggage for it to be the lowest rated and lowest donated show that he's ever done.
To felt you?
Bro, like, I'm lost. Like, yeah, bring in the sector, Phil. Like, what do you think this is doing, Phil? We're already in the sewer. Phil just completely debased himself and decided to get into the sector sewer for no reason.
No drama? I don't know. I don't know. I would like your opinions.
By the way,
right now.
all this guy had to do, by the way, to completely felt us, is just bring in PWR. Then we would have been cooked.
Yes.
Had he just reached out to PWR and said, "Will you do the wrestling show with me?" It would have been
Oh,
hot.
we would have been
It would have
felt.
been
It
white
would have been
hot,
hot.
and there would have been nothing we could do. But instead, he brought in Ralph. It's like music to my fucking ears, man.
And now PWR is planning to hang out with us soon. We're still in the logistics phase, but
yes.
it's happening.
Oh, it's
It's
happening.
happening.
Now, to be frank, I haven't made a decision. Today,
That'll be
if we
funny.
had had overwhelming numbers and support, I would have been like, we're continuing.
Griff
For sure.
exposed. That's right, dude.
Right?
It
So,
didn't happen.
I hope you guys
Oh, no.
understand. You know, I have to try to figure out what's best for my use.
By the way, still remember, he loses 30% on all the income.
Oh, yeah. Now, I think on a lot of it, though, he does, like, he knows exactly, and even what currency. He knows what amount after the cut he gets. So he does actually, I believe, factor that in, but that's fucking jokes,
Wait.
buddy.
So if you donate 10, 7 on the goal?
Yes. So if you do 10 Australian or 10, yeah, he'll put like, actually, you know what, though? He does on Super Chat sometimes not remove it. So sometimes the math is a bit fucked up, I think.
Okay. Goals are after tax?
I enjoy
Yeah,
doing
goals
this.
are after tax.
It's very time consuming. So I have to figure out, do I want to take a break from it and come back in a few weeks and maybe watch
That'll not happen.
NXT 1 week?
Because the thing is, Phil's not going to do the show alone. He needs to have somebody carry him through it. He knows that he's just a totally boring waste of space otherwise.
He's not coming back for this show.
AEW 1 week?
Yeah,
WWE another week?
PWR said he's 6 months sober from snorting coke.
Do I want to have different guest hosts in the rotation? Do I want
There's
to
nobody who offered. There's nobody. They're all terrible, Phil. Each one was worse than the last, Philip. Come on, man. I'm in such demand, I swear.
Yeah.
guest hosts next week? Yeah, I don't even know. I would love feedback, and maybe what I'll do is I'll talk with my audience on my other streams over the next couple of weeks and try to figure it out. But overall, I want to see.
By the way,
I act like it's different audiences per show.
It's all the same
It's the
guys.
same
It's all the same 1-2 whales that pay for everything. Like, I don't know, man. It's a different 200 people every time. No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not, Phil. No, it's not.
His audience.
Say thank you. The journey's been great. The return to pro wrestling has been fun. And to those who have supported the pro wrestling,
Buddy, so this is what my whole thing is. If this is so fun and so passionate and so meaningful, then why doesn't he do what I just did and just post a video
For free.
review of for free of his thoughts? Because all it
Yep.
took was like 20 minutes of my time, and then it
Yeah. He can't be bothered to do that.
was done, and people got to hear my thoughts. But, you know, of course, it's all about money for him. It's not about meaningful, positive content or things he's passionate about. He is just 100% about money and greed. And if he could actually do drama successfully, he would. But every attempt at it is boring garbage that falls flat and then opens him up to more attacks.
And it makes us
Which-
have more content.
Yeah, and so then he just falls apart and fails. Like, it's sad.
Oh.
thank you so very much for watching, engaging, and supporting. Okay? I really appreciate that. But I basically need some time to think. Today, sadly, didn't give me the answers I really needed. The fact that we didn't even hit my regular.
Oh, you got the answer.
The answers.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
buddy.
sad.
He's sad.
Oh.
He's sad.
I think it speaks volume.
That speaks
If
volumes.
I'm going to do just wrestling content, which is really what I want to do, make productive content.
Productive?
I love how jerking off about pro wrestling is considered productive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not productive to play video games or talk about pro wrestling, Phil. These are
None
hobbies
of this shit
that
is.
you expect to be compensated 6 figures a year for, even though there's no organic demand for it. By the way, Anonymous for 5 subs.
Big support. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't think low tier God wants anything to fucking do with this guy.
Is it going to resonate and are people going to want to support it? And I guess the answer right now is no.
No!
Because I remember it used to piss him off. People used to call him the Black DSP.
No. Nobody wants to support it. Self-fulfill. We'll circle back around at the end and do a bit more about Phil.
He's Yeah, we heard about that. He was streaming instead of spending his anniversary with his, wife he cried about on stream. Jesus.
We have
But,
a bit later, and we have, by the way, H3 versus iDubbbz. iDubbbz is getting so buck broken. He didn't even do a show today, by the way, right?
Ooh, no,
he's in hiding.
no podcast. Bro, what was he thinking? So now, by the way, I don't know if this is a consequence of the H3 situation. I don't know if
Cucks.
What the fuck is that?
You're one of the bots? That's right, bro.
Please give me the fucking gravity
Yeah,
suit.
it'd be idiotic as fuck to actually bot your chat. Like, there's no benefit to it.
I
Genuinely.
mean, it better be the gravity suit.
You're
for all
just
this fucking
losing
hype.
money. Botting is the dumbest shit ever. It's purely for people who need, like, an ego boost.
Yes. Let's fucking go.
My family, that's right. My cat and my cat, I guess. There you go. You're a bot sent by the Israeli government. Nice, bro. Everyone in this chat knows which video to click on here. Which one?
Even with the fucking gravity suit, I can get up there.
Which one is that?
Alright, where am I going? I don't have all day. I need to go save the game.
Bottom right. Asking MAGA girl, would you rather date an illegal immigrant or a liberal?
Would you rather date an illegal immigrant or a liberal?
Oh my gosh. That is like the worst question ever. I don't know. Like, probably.
I don't like that question.
Oh my gosh. I would say no.
The illegal could actually be based, so that's what I would say.
I would say an illegal immigrant.
Would you rather date an illegal immigrant or a liberal?
Oh my gosh.
The illegal could still be based. So that's the thing. It's better than some soy cock.
Soy cock. Could you fuck off? Alright, can we save this? What the fuck is happening here? Oh my god. Oh my god, did I just fucking fall down?
I told my wife no. Dude, that just reminded me of that fucking Reddit shit where it's like, I'm withdrawing my consent. Stop touching my penis, honey. I don't want you to jerk me off
You
right
faggot,
now.
Stop shooting at me.
Oh my god. Stop trying to have sex with me, sweetie. I'm not in the mood. No, I didn't give you permission to touch my penis. Oh my god. Imagine needing to give your wife permission to touch your penis. Reddit moment. Reddit!
Chibi. Chibi. Come here, Chibi. Chibi.
Is there anything even worth watching still?
Did you get food? Chibi?
Yeah, and then they were all like, oh yeah, dude, you were right. You know? She should respect your boundaries. And oh my god. Most men complain that they don't get enough sex, not to mention too much. Like, bruh. That's like beyond a first world problem. Oh my god, my wife wants to have sex with me. What should I do? Maybe get a divorce. I don't know. You obviously don't like women.
I can't afford this shit!
Majora Jeff with the 2. What is Yong up to? We can see. If it's more Nintendo stuff, I think I'm good. I don't really need to hear him talk about that again. Who the fuck? Oblivion remakes file size leaks. Yeah, and I bet Yong's gaped asshole leaks, and it's massive. Like, bro, nobody cares. Whoa, dude, a modern video game is a big install size. No way, dude. He's not going to discuss it. He's going to read Reddit. Oh, God. He brought back that disgusting shirt. Get rid of that shit, man. Why is he wearing the same shirt every single day? Fine, Brit.
It's finally happening.
I'll help you out one time.
They're updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions. Stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
He has a permanent dent on his nose from wearing glasses. Young out. One trait women find irresistible. What do you mean? Oh, the short. Here, we'll watch.
Here is one masculine trait that women find irresistible.
Money.
Emotional resilience.
Yeah, I want to hear this. Let's hear this.
Welcome,
AKA,
ladies
be
and
a sounding
gentlemen,
board
to
for
the
all of my
PC
issues and never complain about
and
your
tech
own.
support challenge
If
of
she
the
says
decade.
anything other than that, she's lying through her fucking teeth.
Let me explain why this is so hot. We don't need you to be cold or silent about your pains and struggles.
Oh,
we
God.
want to hear it. But a
No,
man
you
with
don't. No, you fucking don't. Nope. No. Never. And I mean never. Ever. Tell a woman that you are romantically involved with anything that is bothering you, has you upset, has you feeling sad, depressed. Never. Ever do that shit.
emotional
They are not the ones to go to.
resilience gives off the I got it kind of vibe. And if it was her, she would have crumbled. For example, her reaction could be, he is going through a lot, but he's still pulling through and doing well? Wow. Mind blown.
Nope.
With that kind of reaction, this is what she's feeling. Respect, admiration, seeing a man grow through
Nope, anger. It's anger. It's not respect.
adversity is magnetic. And if you're asking, why does emotional resilience even matter? It simply demonstrates strength amongst adversity. Here is one.
Yeah, the only woman you should ever open up to about shit like that is your mother. That's literally it. That is literally it, dude. Your mom is the only one you should ever talk to about shit like that. Because, you know. Yeah. Nope. That is pure cap, bro. The entire Palestine movement's a lie? Wowie zowie, who would have guessed? That sad cheetah at the this one?
The animal that is being filmed up close by humans is actually a cheetah. As members of the feline subfamily, they look just like big cats. And actually, that's the case. This is because humans are simply not on the cheetah's menu.
You can domesticate cheetahs.
After all, they've put all their skill points into speed. Usually when hunting, they wait until the prey is exhausted and then go for a throat hold to suffocate it. They don't have the large size and powerful bite force like lions and tigers. When it comes to humans, they're just like an enlarged version of a cat. Of course, if it's a jaguar, that's a different story. Interestingly, the cheetah's call is also very similar to that of a cat, just like a kitten acting coquettishly. Among the large cats, their temperament is the easiest to domesticate. Therefore, these big guys have become the pet choice of many people. Moreover, cheetahs raised from a young age are very affectionate towards humans. They will act coquettishly like cats and provide the sense of security like a big dog. They can be regarded as a rather perfect pet choice.
Yeah, I've heard cheetahs are basically like the cat version of a golden retriever. Only they can jump up on your shit, so you have to be careful about leaving stuff out. But yeah, cheetahs are supposed to be really good pets.
The animal that is being filmed up close by humans is actually a cheetah.
Nope, cheetahs don't attack people. They run away from them instinctually. Cheetahs run away from people in the wild. No one ever gets attacked by cheetahs. Cheetahs are easy to domesticate. So, yeah, no, they make very good pets. So, yeah. Especially if you already have a dog, they start to adopt, like, the behavior pattern of a dog. Am I gonna get a cheetah? Probably not. Dude, what the fuck are these videos? Gentlemen, if you're single in your 40s, how to make any woman chase you. Steal their purse. I win. Do you want to know? Well, too bad. I'm not clicking on that. She's old, bro. Hag. I'm not taking advice from a hag. How to get a single mother to chase you. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. I think she's doing this deliberately, hiding her left hand.
Gentlemen, if you're in your 40s and you're single, your dating have just been through so much.
Not married. Yep. She's single.
That now you have this overreactive BS radar. And lastly, if you're 40...
She's single, giving people advice. Bro, yeah. It do be like that. They call me Max Hagler because I'm a hag mag. Oh my god. Have you no shame? Yeah, I could never do that shit. Griffin is single too? You're right. But I'm not out here saying, dude, this is how you 100% get a girl. Griffin is an Aerith maxer. That's right, man. Maxing out my credit card, buying Aerith cards. Duh. I only have eyes for Pokemon. That's right, dude. Hell yeah. Pivot to dating advice? Yeah, no thanks. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sure.
All right, awesome. Thanks, nigga. All right.
George F with the 5. All right, we can check it out.
Bruh, 60%, 76%. Why did they design this game like this? You could just pick anybody and carry by him. This is the game where you pick an A tier, you pick an S tier. Just pick somebody that can do bullshit. That's all you gotta do. Pick a character that can pull off easy bullshit and main them. Free ass wins. This game is not hard at all, bro.
It does sound like I'm key.
Oh my god. The game, it doesn't work like every other, you know, like any other fighting game. This shit, it's fucked up. Like, it's not, this game is not based on fundamentals. It's based on whoever.
He has that same black guy with glasses.
All right,
voice.
awesome. Thanks, nigga. All right.
No, it's the same fucking thing as, you know, I'm Key, where he has, like, the black voice, but also, the sound of glasses on his face. Shaka Shaka Gaming with the 5. For Tanga's attacking Nintendo again, bro. You're like 30. Who cares if people want to pay $80 for Mario Kart? Well, it's his entire existence, man. It's his entire existence. From what I've heard, this is his actual job, which, wowie zowie, that's sad. Like, I wouldn't make YouTube my full-time job if I had 500k subs, much less sub 100,000. So, yeah, he has to milk anything and everything he can for any little bit of shekels he can, you know, get out of it. DanoTube.com with the 5. Add to the queue. The fall of Bill Burr. Let's see how long it is. I gotta get off soon. Let me see. I don't really care about Bill Burr, but we'll see. If it's short, we'll watch it.
It's not short.
Alright, yes. Okay, yeah, 10 minutes, that's fine.
Whoever can pull off the most bullshit with a top